Hey, let's style Rainbow Dash! Dash is super awesome, but let's face it, she'd be 20% cooler with better hair! And just what do we need? We need hair elastics, a brush, Rainbow Dash, and if you're adventurous, an extra tail. Step 1. Ask Nightmare Moon how she got shiny hair. Step 2. Smother Rainbow Dash with your foot. Don't worry, she said she likes it. Alrighty then, well let's give it a quick brush to make it smooth, and then we're gonna separate the green from everything else. And now I'm gonna take the tail that I hijacked from another dash and place it between the green and the yellow at the base. And I don't want to share how I got this tail because the other dash did not survive. I know Rainbow Dash is fearless and all, but this one is now terrified of needle nose pliers. Okay then, using one of those rubber band thingamajigs, we're gonna rubber band the tail to the green portion of hair. This is seriously the longest portion of the tutorial. It's nuts! And because staring at a rubber band is boring, in case you were wondering, Derpy has this exact same hairstyle up under her hat, only she doesn't have an extra tail stuck to her head. So the tail is quite a bit longer than the green portion of the mane, so we're gonna push it up a little bit to make it even. Next up, you want to comb the front portion of the mane straight back. And we're going to wrap this around the blue and green ponytail we created to create Rainbow Dash's forelock. Yep, Dash has fake bangs and hair extensions, like what? Really though, it's an easy alternative to pulling out the scissors. Now I'm going to smooth the hair down, and notice the yellow part is way too long. Don't worry, that will be addressed. Now take one of those rubber band things and place it around the ears and around the ponytail to keep everything down in place. And since the yellow is too long, we're going to tug it back and place another rubber band around her ears to hold it down and in place. And next up, it's time to make Dash absolutely beautiful, much to her dismay. I'm going to swoosh the red back and then pull the yellow and orange forward a little to give her a layered look. After the initial brush through, you're probably going to want to do everything with your fingers to make all those minor adjustments. Now you will want to give the ponytail a brush and kind of wrap that around your finger like we did for Nightmare Moon. The only difference is, Dash is way too messy to have a perfect ringlet, so you're going to kind of want to mess it up after you finish. And I'm going to use pretty much the same technique for the tail, only I'm not really going to wrap it around my fingers, I'm just going to kind of make sure it's all in the same direction. And BAM! Dash is done! And she is soaking wet and will need to dry overnight. And here's a quick wraparound view of Dash's head once she has had time to dry. Now, it does look a little messy from certain angles, but I think it looks way better than the original do of Long and Crazy. Now, the key to hairstyling is once it's dry, don't touch it. Because if you touch it, or brush it, or do anything pretty much, it just goes poof!